What do you think has become so expensive that it's just not worth it?
Rent. I'm about to go move into a camper in the woods, even in winter, because I am tired of paying astronomical rent.
Today, we're looking at videos about homelessness and people moving into their cars to live. It's not a comfortable way to live. Definitely a tough situation. Most aren't choosing this, but it's better than sleeping on the streets if you don't have a car. And in some states, being homeless is actually illegal, so you could end up in jail. We'll check out these videos and see how people make it work.
Listen to me when I say you need to ditch the idea of paying rent and move into an RV like yesterday. We've been doing it nearly 3 years, and the only regret we have is not doing it sooner. My husband and I met in college, and we always say that if we knew about it then, we would have ditched dorm life and went straight into RV living. Yeah, the spaces are smaller and it's considered tiny living, but so are a lot of these apartments nowadays. And if you haven't searched up travel trailer or fifth wheel, they're about the same size as an apartment. You'd be surprised. Rather than spending the majority of your income on your monthly rent that grants you about 31 days, you could pay a fraction of that you'd put towards your RV that you'd eventually own, and you could live wherever you want. RVs have bathrooms, they've got showers and toilets, there are full kitchens, dishwashers, multiple rooms with doors and locks. There are some really nice campgrounds and resorts that you could park your RV at. So if that's something that you've been interested in, I've got all the steps at the top of my page linked under How to RV Guide. Get out of the rat race, leave hustle culture, and stop spending all your time and money on a home that you barely can spend any time in. Again, I cannot stress this enough. Go check the link at the top of my page. It's got 10 of the first and most important steps that you have to take before you start RVing. What are you waiting for?
At first I was nervous when I built it that I wasn't going to have room, but it's actually very comfortable. I can twist and turn without being interrupted by this bar up top. At night when I close the door, I put my pillows on the side, and it almost insulates the vehicle more, and it also creates more of like a comfy environment. When it snowed, I laid like this and I had my blanket over me, and it was very calm and serene. When it was cold in here, I had the reflectix up, and that would help a lot with the coldness coming through the doors. In the summertime, it's been getting a little hot, and I use this USB fan, which is very helpful. I just plug it into any USB power source or even my car and let it run to get some airflow, because I don't have a max air fan in the small car. And then I also can peek the windows open and use this mesh that I have and put it over the windows. During the night, I put my cat's water bowl and dish up here, and I move my toilet right in the middle. Living with IBS is no joke, and when you have to go, you need to have that emergency source so that you don't have any accidents. You're probably wondering how this works. How do I sit on my toilet inside such a small vehicle? Well, I make do with what I can, and I'll show you how. Just like that. I can't sit up all the way, but it's not strenuous in any type of way. I just do what I gotta do, pull my pants up without knocking my light off, and tie up the bag and throw it away. So over here I have a storage shelf that I made out of wood that I got from Lowe's, and I just decided that I would put bins in it because they happen to fit. I have some food. I thought this was creative, just a little pencil box with all my sides, and another pencil box with my seasonings that I use. Every car life needs a blender. USB charged, of course. I still have some. This is the kind of food that you have to cook when you live in a vehicle. Like pretty much instant and fast-made meals. So putting
product, y'all. Yo, I just got some terrible news, man. I just got kicked out the storage unit, man. This is crazy. I don't know where I'm gonna go now. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't want to go back to to the house or none of that. I don't want to do none of that, man. I don't know what to do. I'm seriously, I just got off work and then come to the house and to go chill in the storage and all this now.
We needed for you to come to the office regarding the issue that we had with your unit. We've gotten complaints and other notifications that you've been living in the unit. Unfortunately, your lease has been terminated.
And all this, I'm at the gas station just chilling. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, I need help, man. I don't know if I'm gonna get another storage unit or a tent. Like, somebody.
A lot of people said that if you own an RV, you still have to pay for a parking lot. So in the end, you're basically paying rent anyway. It might be a little cheaper, but you're still paying. But some people do things differently. They practice something called boondocking. They don't stay in one spot. They move from place to place, just getting water and finding somewhere to empty their tank. That can be stressful. But if you find an RV park, you pay for a spot and setup base. Some places are cheap, others are expensive, so people find different ways to get by. It's like we're forcing everyone to rely on survival skills. I don't think we should have to live like this, especially when people are working harder than ever. Many have multiple jobs and still struggle. Wages need to go up to match inflation and the rising cost of everything, but asking for that feels impossible.
I hate paying rent, and that's why I've been rebuilding my SUV into a new camper car. And since I have solar panels on the roof, I can power this fridge 24/7. But the best part is, my electric bill is $0 a month, so I can enjoy this cold drink knowing that I'm saving more money. My question for you is, could you ever live like this?
Okay, so I am homeless and I'm living a double life. Let me kind of explain that. So I have a home and I live in it 3 days a week. My lease ends at the end of June, so I will be homeless full time. But right now, 4 days out of the week, I work at another place about an hour away from my home and I live in my car. It's a good tester run for me because I will be doing it full time. So if any of you have tips, tricks, and it's not like the glamorous like van life with heaters and showers and toilets. It is a car. I live in a car. I will be living in this car until it dies on me. But I'm trying to get out of debt. So I'm working 2 full-time jobs. One with the homeless. So I have been working with the homeless population for over 6 years. Have never really understood homelessness until now, and even now my homelessness is glamorous to them. But I've never done this before, and I'm quite curious, like, if any of you have lived in a car, what are your tips, your tricks, all of that fun stuff, because I will be doing it full time and I'm very excited to do it. I will make my money and then get a place eventually, but I have some goals and bills that I really want to pay off first. And with today's economy, it just doesn't seem like it's possible at this moment for me to do both. So this is what I'll be doing. I will continue to do things, update things if it's necessary, if this is even a thing for other people. But yeah, I'm curious to know.
There was a listing on Facebook for an apartment, and I've been living in my car for over a year trying to save, and they blocked me and took all my money that I've saved for months.
Finally got an update from my bank. I disputed the transaction immediately with my bank while I was waiting for the police to arrive at the apartment that I was at. The police showed up and I filed a police report. I told the police what was happening while I was on the phone with my bank, telling them what was happening. The police officer let me know there probably wasn't going to be any justice for me for up to a year. But I got an email today from my bank. They're not going to give me my money back. It was more than the amount that they even disputed. They wouldn't even dispute 3 other transactions that I had sent to them. There was another $1,000 that they wouldn't even dispute for me because I had sent it, even though it was a scam. It was $2,250 that I lost. I just really hope that they needed it more than I did.
This video of hers is actually old, from about 2 years ago. Sometimes when bad things are about to happen in someone's life, they all hit at once. She was already homeless, and then someone scammed her out of money. When we hear about homelessness, we often assume the person doesn't have a job, but in some cases, they're actually working. The problem is how expensive rent has become, and all the requirements you need to meet to get approved. You have to make 3 times the rent, pass credit checks, and a bunch of other things. You can see how hard the whole process is. Some people get rejected, and that's why they end up on the street.
If you're sleeping in your car and you don't know where to park, let me help you. Here are some places. I currently don't sleep in my car anymore, so I'm more comfortable sharing these things. So one is a rest stop. Some rest stops say you can only park there for a certain amount of hours, but I saw people like sleeping there. A lot of people actually sleep there like the whole night. They don't really follow the rules, so that's one place. A lot of truckers also sleep there too. Second place is like a bigger store like Walmart. Sometimes I'd like even just go park in the Walmart parking lot. Another one that I never did, but I really like this idea, is someone said like hospitals. Like a hospital is a very safe place, you know, they have security. As long as they don't like know that you're sleeping in your car, I think you'll be fine. But that's actually a really good idea of where to park. Another one is like state parks and stuff. If you have the money, they do like camping passes and stuff. I'm not really sure. I never slept in a state park because they were kind of too expensive, like the camping passes, and I didn't want to spend the money. So I hope this helps because I know how much of a struggle it can be to even find where a place to park is. But yeah, so there are some ideas.
Look, something on that though.
Man, I don't know what's going on, man, but y'all better pay attention, kid, cause man, folks ain't able to pay their rent and stuff like that, and their mortgages and stuff, and folks getting their stuff thrown out around here, man. I mean, what's going on, man? You know, I'm starting to not see a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, sitting down at the Juicy Crab and all them things that people were doing, man. You know, people were hopping on these things back to back.
Now, I don't know who needs to hear this, but you don't have to have money to live in your car. And you gonna save money. You're gonna save money. So you can just do what I did. I broke my lease, moved out of my apartment, and moved into my car. So that's why I was able to quit my job so that I can live in my car and travel the country.
I'm homeless, and I used to be on the honor roll. Now I'm in college, and I'm living in my car. I'm in Florida, and none of my family is with me here, so I'm completely alone down here. This is my first time ever, living alone. Once college is up, I'm gonna move to my brother's, and college ends in 3 months for me. I'm learning a lot here, just prioritizing my education right now. It's a music college. That's what I've wanted to do all my life, is be a musician. So I'm pursuing my dream. Thank you for everyone that stayed for my journey. Just got out of school, gonna go sleep in a car tonight. I love y'all.
I just gave a homeless man my favorite protein bar, and he looked me dead in the eyes and said, "What am I gonna do with a candy bar in the morning? I eat bacon, pancakes, and eggs for breakfast." I was like, "You eat better than me then. I mean, if you don't want it, I'll take it back." And he goes, ugh. And then he hit my car. I was just trying to be nice.
Something similar happened to me. I've heard other people say it happened to them too. They would give someone money, and the person would act like that's all you want to give. So here's what I did. There was a homeless little boy begging me for money. He kept saying, "Please, I need something to eat. I don't have any money. I'm broke." He just kept begging. I was working with my friend, and I decided to reach into my pocket and give him some cash. It wasn't much, but it was all I had to give. I said, "Here you go." And then he said, "You won't round it up?" As soon as he said that, I felt pity for him and really sorry for his situation. My friend said, "Chase him down, grab that money." When the boy heard we wanted to take it back, he picked up and ran really fast. We almost chased him, but we let him go because he was too quick. I thought, wow, the nerve of you. He instantly made me regret giving him anything. We should really learn to be grateful, no matter what someone gives us. When you're not grateful, you insult the person who helped you. It's like you're rubbing it in their face, saying, "You shouldn't have helped me." It's crazy. You go from feeling pity to wanting your money back. You almost think they deserve their situation. I've seen videos where people say they can afford rent, but landlords still check credit scores and income. They do all that to restrict people from renting. I saw a comment that said, "You check my credit and income to see if I make 3 times the rent, but when the lease is up, you don't check if I can afford the rent increase. So why don't they check your income then?" And they don't care. As long as you paid for a year, they just do whatever they want. It's really messed up. If you're dealing with that situation, I truly hope and pray it's only temporary. Soon, you'll have a roof over your head and a place to call home. Alright, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching all the way through. Please hit the like button. It really helps the algorithm, and I really appreciate it. If you're watching for the first time, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when I post new videos. Leave your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to know what you think. See you in the next one.